Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now today I am doing another kind of personal video. I have decided to do a reacting to my diaries. In a couple of previous videos I have mentioned slightly the fact that yes, I do own diaries and I have for 4 years. So there definitely has to be something juicy in these here. So we're going to go diary at a time and I'm just going to choose some. By the way, I am going to be disclosing names in this because obviously these are 4 years old, so God knows what is in these. And yeah, so if it's not anyone like my brother, my sister-in-law, my mum, my dad, my best friends or something like that, then they will get beat, because for my own sanity and dignity. And let's just open diary number 1. So I started this is how I used to decorate them. I don't know why, but yeah, I started off with, I saw this and was just like, oh my god, I need it in my life. And it's basically just some vintage clocks, I guess. Didn't have any lines in it, which really did annoy me. But where did we start? Okay, so starting on 15th of May 2013, it was a Wednesday. I put in brackets, it was a Wednesday. Okay, so Dear Diary, I have purchased this pretty little notebook 2 days ago, so I suppose that I've been putting off my first diary entry. Maybe it's because I know that this little notebook is private and secret, which means I could write up my deepest and darkest thoughts on the pages, thoughts that I wasn't even aware existed. Freaking hell, I was deep at 18. And that's what scares me. I could be specific and tell you what time it was that I started writing each and every diary entry. Oh, okay, so I'm saying I could tell you the time it is that I've written this. But that seems pointless. I'm just laughing at myself. But I will tell you, it's currently lunchtime and I've scheduled myself away from Kirsty and Heather to write this entry. Because like I said, this notebook is private. I remember telling them, I was like, I'm just going to go sit over here. And I was like, why? I was like, I'm just going to write in my little notebook. Like, what is it? I was like, it's my diary. I'd just like to say I did get this idea from My Math Fact Diary to start writing my own, which is why I like literally just go weird in it and just be as honest as I am, because they were like, she was like that was Ray in My Math Fact Diary. So I think my main fears are the fact that in less than 7 college weeks I will finish my last ever educated year. No more teachers, no more assignments, no more grades, just a big wide world, and I have no idea what to expect. But more on that later. I'll write more soon. Brogan. I always end mine. I used to, I don't anymore, with my name, as if someone else has written it. So let's go a couple of months ahead. Okay, so some people might not know this, but I am a huge My Math Fact Diary fan. I absolutely adored Series 1, and that is how I met my best friend Phoebe. It's actually also how I met Joanne, through My Math Fact Diary on Tumblr. Tumblr's a great place to meet people, by the way. So my Tumblr is down there if you ever want to, you know, ask me anything in the messages section or just have a convo with me. Honestly, up for anything. I love meeting new people online. Saves me meeting you in real life, because I don't really like that. Anyway, so yeah, I'm a big Sharon Rooney fan, and oh, wow. Friday 7th of June 2013, Dear Diary, oh my god, Sharon Rooney wrote me back. She signed my pictures and she called me a very talented writer. Today was the best day ever. Brogan. P.S. Rhinos beat Cast Tigers 42-24. Yay! Leeds Rhinos and Cast Tigers, Castleford Tigers, are rugby teams that I, yeah, my family's into rugby and all that jazz. So, I also like to stick things in here. This is when I went on holiday with my dad and we got the little cocktail umbrellas and the little cocktail grease flag. I thought that was cute. There are obviously like a lot of personal stuff in here, so I'm not gonna like tell you everything. Okay, so I think this is when I had my first panic attack. Tuesday, good on mate. Tuesday 13th August 2013, Dear Diary, restlessness, constant feeling on the edge, difficulty concentrating, impatience, easily distracted, dizziness, tiredness, dry mouth, shortness of breath, headache, excessive thirst, missed periods. Wow, Just went all in there, didn't I? Difficulty falling asleep. I have these symptoms of anxiety. I was in the shower and I had a mini anxiety attack today. I was shaking and couldn't breathe properly, panicking, crying. I'm turning crazy and I need help, I really do. Well, to 18-year-old me, wait 4 years and you get it, okay? 4 years, just all you need, just 4 years. I just read a line from one of my diary entries and it says, I should just be locked up in a cage somewhere. Wow. Don't really know where to go with that. It's really hard to understand like where these end and where these start because there's no like lines, so it kind of confuses me a little bit. What's this? Oh my god, what am I doing? I don't know where that goes. What happened on this day? Why? What was that I went past? It starts getting juicy wherever I just was before I dropped that. It's not there. Okay. I just want to apologise because I do talk about one person for about 3,000 years. So I am going to apologise about that now. It was in September. Where's it gone? I know exactly what page I'm looking for when I find it. There we go. The big interview. I didn't have an interview. I just cut it out of a... I have to read over these first. What was my last entry for me to... What a week. I love when I start off with stuff like that. What a week. Okay, no. It's not really anything interesting after all that. I also like to keep things. I have a very faded cinema ticket for when I went to go see Diana with my mum, and we was on row 6, seat 11, and one of us was on seat 10. This is where it gets like, this is where my childhood started, my adulthood more like. This is why I needed to stop drinking for a while. Okay, dear diary, it's around 6:45 in the morning, and the only explanation to why I'm awake at this ungodly hour is because I was drinking last night. Yep. Originally went to the Devon with Mum, Thomas and Beep, waiting for Kat to finish work from up the street. I am really good at reading. Kat is Catherine, my sister-in-law, just in case. Something funny? Did I say something? When Mum left later on, it was just the 4 of us. While being out, I learnt that Beep was with a... I can't say this. Why have I written this? Was with a 32-year-old who has 2 kids for 6 months. Tonight, he's off to Wakefield to see her, cough, hook up with her more like, cough. God, I was just so honest, weren't I? Thomas says I need to come because I need a boyfriend. You said I couldn't have one until I'm 30. I don't think I'll be asked again, and if I am, I don't want to see Beep sucking piss with a 32-year-old. No, thank you. I think this is when I got to the point that maybe I do like this person that I'm discussing. Beep told me his PIN code last night. What a twaddle, and in brackets I've written it. Twaddle. This is when I use the word twaddle. We went to the bank before club. Oh, maybe I should beat that out. I know, how classy of me. And I got some money out, and then he did. I asked him what it was, though he was I asked him what it was, thought he was lying, so I put the number in myself. It turns out he wasn't lying. Why would you give me, Beep, your bank details, you plonker? That's pretty much the only updates I have. Before I went out and Beep was just talking to me in the kitchen while I tried to fix Dad's iPod. Phoebe texted me saying that she thinks maybe I maybe like him. Now I want to go downstairs and get a drink, but I have no idea if Beep stayed over last night. It seems unlikely, but you never know. P.S. Can still faintly smell his clothes. God. Okay, so let's move on. Oh god. I have a red nose. Ignore that, please. Thank you. Okay, so let's get on to where it gets interesting, because this is a really good year for me. Okay, so on the 16th of October 2013, I met my favourite actor in the world for the first time. And I don't think I've spoken to you about him before, but it's someone called Adam Long. He's literally on my wall right now because I have a picture of him there that my mum got me for Christmas. And I think I handled it quite well. So this is the tickets information and stuff from the night, because you know you've got to. I save everything when it comes to stuff like this. And then we had, oh god, where the hell were they? It's alright, I'll figure it out. The wrist strap, And so on the 17th of October 2013, I think I just got home. It's 10 to 1 in the morning when I'd written this post, and oh my god, I was freaking out. And on the 17th of October, I had a theory test. So I'd gone to bed at 2 a.m, woke up at 7, had 5 hours sleep and managed to pass my theory test. Just saying. First time as well. Okay. So Thursday 17th of October 2013, Dear Diary, oh my god, it's 00:47 a.m. and I've just been to Manchester with Kirsty to see Spike Island DVD launch party. We ended up not going on the mega bus because we effing missed it. Blame coach information desk for not giving us clear and proper instructions. Alright, calm down Brogan, bloody hell. Anyway, we got on the National Express coach instead. £10.90 each for a return, so good. Anyway, the good stuff. We arrived at Band on the Wall venue and we met a girl called Caitlin. She was actually an extra in the film. Jealous? I mean, okay. We had a free drink and then we went to watch the first band play their set. Then the female radio host announced that the writer Chris Cockhill and Adam Long will be here for a Q&A for 5 to 10 minutes. I obviously started freaking out, etc. and we find these sofa chairs free beside the stage. So me, Kirsty and Caitlin sit down and then it was time for them to come on stage. I was freaking out, which I think saying freaking out would probably have been an understatement. I was pretty much dying at this point when I found out. I can actually remember this night like it was literally last night. Okay, so I was sat on these chairs and I was talking to Caitlin, this girl that we've met, and I remember I looked up and I could see him through the curtain. I was like, oh, I was like, he's there, I can see him. I was like, oh my god, he's here. Started proper freaking out, was not even like the right term to have used. Anyway, he sat down, looked around, saw me and pointed and smiled at me. I was laughing to myself, probably blushing. And as I was taking photos and videos, he smiled at me again. After Q&A, the next band comes on and I started freaking out. He's not coming out to take photos. I tweeted about how I needed a picture with him. Minutes later, I'm talking to Kirsty and I feel someone tap on my shoulder. Oh my god. I look up and see it's Adam, and he smiled and said hello. After I got over my shock, I was like, oh my god, stood up and he hugged me. We took some photos by Kirsty. And as Adam spoke to Caitlin, we looked at the photos and Kirsty suggested taking another. As I looked at him and he looked at me, I asked for another picture and he said, of course. We took another 2 with flash and he checked that they were alright before we hugged again. I said, thank you so much, and he was like, no problem, you're welcome. And he walked away. Pretty sure I was the only one that got a picture with him. If not, I'm the only one that he physically came over to say hi. Alright, bro, I'm not trying to be like freaking favourite. Bloody hell. After my buzz of excitement, the third and final band came on and I noticed Adam had taken off his cute little bomber jacket and he was with my friends. Oh my god, please don't tell me that he'd ever watch this video. I don't think he would, but I swear to god if you do, I'm so sorry. He was with some friends right near me. He kept glancing and smiling every once in a while. His dancing was so funny, and I noticed he was watching and glancing at me every once in a while when Kirsty and I was dancing. So I got me, Kirsty and Caitlin up and we started proper dancing. Not just dancing, proper dancing. Didn't get to say goodbye because I think he wanted to leave before people realised he was there. Best night ever. And we filmed dancing and we was filmed dancing and stuff. Oh my god. Got a sleep theory test tomorrow. Broken, and even put an X and an O. That's really, oh wow. What the hell was that? I drew on the 16th of November. Ooh, the sun's out. A drink of my Malibu and Coke. This is why I don't do like drawing and stuff. Yeah, I'd show you how creative I was as a team. Oh wow. So in here are actual conversations that I've had with Adam, and I felt the need to print them all out. What was this about? Oh, this is when we'd planned. I think these are just all the conversations I've had with him up until this point. Like a whole 2.5 spreads, and then I put some of the amazing DMs from Adam freaking Long. Like literally, this was literally when my obsession started. There is like bits all over the floor from this diary that I literally just threw. I'll pick that up later. So let's get to the next one. The next one is a nice, I want to say it's a simple floral, like it's not too crazy, it's very pastel-y. I do like them to look nice. I am one of them people that are like, don't do the back, come here. Well, I do. So this is diary number 2, and it's called This Diary Belongs to ... Brogan Louise Nugent. Book 2. This started on the 30th of November 2013. Let's see. So I went out. That's all I can tell you from the first line. That's all I know. Okay. Well, on the plus side, I didn't black out this time, and on the music side, oh, okay. I'm not reading that one. This is when, have you ever seen My Pet Diary and Ray has a crush on Archie? Remember how that ends when we all find out that Archie bats for the other team? I had a real Archie moment. Yeah, that's all I can say. Right, so this is where I'm going to probably start like bringing in every once in a while just... What the hell was that? What did I just read? What did I just read? Oh my goodness. I love when I give myself like little, well, for starters, Dad went completely bipolar. Okay, so Tuesday 10th of December 2013. This is where it gets more serious. So, Dear Diary, I don't know why, but I'm feeling down today. Only a little bit though. I think it's a mixture of possibly that time of the month. It's been ages since my last period. I did have a really bad time when it comes, I think it's because of stress and things like that. Or the fact that it's my last week of work. I've enjoyed getting up and going to work. It's not made me feel useless like I used to. So, back to the world of unemployment. I have an interview, final round, with Connect Housing tomorrow, so that's exciting. A possible job there. Even though if I do want to do the social media job, they still haven't given me a time or a date for the actual interview. So I'll let you know tomorrow how my interview went. A short and sweet diary entry today. I'll write tomorrow. And I did. See, I used to always put like, oh, I'll write tomorrow, okay, bye. And then like a week later being like, psych. So let's just get a bit more past this. Let's get to a new year. Aww, this is me and my cousin. He lives in Australia now. Here's me writing this stupid entry sitting beside his stupid hat. It's all stupid. I really missed him at that point. I think he just left that year. Leave for. Oh, for. Like, everything keeps dropping because I keep messing around with my book. Dear Diary, this is Sunday the 5th of January 2014. Dear Diary, I miss him. I really, really miss him. And who am I talking about, you're probably wondering? Well, I'm on about Josh. The breath of fresh air. My favourite person in the whole... Oh wait, I haven't had a proper conversation with him in how long? Exactly. Why do I miss him when he clearly doesn't miss me? Wow, I'm just going to not carry that on. I'm so sorry. Oh, I was just kind of brutal, wasn't I, when I was a bit younger? Tuesday, 7th of January 2014. Dear Diary, I've been to a rock and roll pantomime with Storm, Gran and the Old Bidders. We went to see Jack and the Beanstalk. It was actually a lot better than I expected, and it was actually funny, which is always a bonus. I have another car shopping day at the weekend. Mum's found another car for me, which only means one thing. Beep will be there. Note to self, look your best and not a tramp like last time. How old was I? I was still 18. Oh, I started working. This is my first job, which I'm currently in now. So Dear Diary, I'm playing with fire, but I don't want to get burned. What am I doing? It's been a week since I started this apprenticeship at Beep. I suppose now is the time to give my opinion on the people I work with. Oh my god. Did I write anything about Chloe? No! Why did I not write anything about Chloe? I wrote something about, so Nicole, aka my boss. She's really nice, laid back, and has an obsession with boy bands. At the moment it's One Direction. She has an accent. I can't work out where she's from yet though. She's from Birmingham. Danny is a team leader for my department. She looks spit dab of from high school. At first I thought it was her, then I learned her name, but overall she's really nice and secretly thinks she has a thing. I can't say that. I honestly cannot say what I've written in that. Oh. Anyway, Dear Diary. So it's Friday, 10th of January 2014. Dear Diary, oh my god, I think I'm in love. Why? I had a dream and basically I was the good twin from the 13th tale and I had a dream. Yes, my first dream in a dream experience. So it was a dream in a dream. I dreamt of a I can't read that. I dreamt... Wait. Let me read this first. Nah, I can't really read that. So, diary number 3 was a London-style Summer in the City. It's not Summer in the City as in the YouTube event, it just says Summer in the City on the front about all the London-y stuff that you can do. And I got this from Accessorize, and I got this when I was with Phoebe, and it's my diary number 3. She decided to choose it. This diary belongs to, again, this is where I used to write summaries of my life. So this diary belongs to Brogan Louise Nugent, 18-19-year-old, pathetic love 16, fantasizing about boys. And then in brackets, also discuss more heavier stuff. Great. So this is the day before my birthday, apparently. So I wrote, it's a good day, it's a good night, it's a good life, and I'm fine. So clearly I was copying it's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Clearly copying that. Dear Diary, so the day before my 19th birthday, and it's the best entry to start a new diary. Why? Because I'm making rules for myself. Every year I do this. Number 1, no more drinking so much. Stop embarrassing yourself is what I wrote underneath. Give up on Beep, he clearly isn't into you. And number 3, give up on looking for a car. Doesn't seem like I'm getting one anytime soon. Which I did actually a month later. I got one from my nana and granddad. And then I put, feel so ill. The day before my birthday? Great. Thursday, 27th of February 2014. Dear Diary, I know what I said, but I dreamt of Beep last night. We were out drinking, surprise, surprise. There were 6 of us, me, Beep, Thomas, Mum, Lee and Phoebes. We sat down in the end and all of us, what? And all of a sudden Beep took my drink, half drank, and we walked to the bar. Wow, okay. So we sat down in the end and all of a sudden Beep took my drink, half drunk, and walked to the bar. When he eventually came back, he told me he asked for less ice with a smile and a nervous laugh. No wonder I slept so well, happy sigh. I daren't look at the video and pictures, I still hate myself. What did I do? I enjoyed reading a lot at this time, if I'm honest. There's a lot of just like, oh wow. I have like a lot of things that I stuck in. I must have like got bored of writing in a diary and just started adding stuff. Here's a picture of young me. I think I was about 7. Here you go. Baby me. And when I used to have, do you remember them electronic diaries, and they used to open it, goes da 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 da, and then I'd have one of these where you could scratch. Oh, the thought of doing that now literally makes me feel sick. I wasn't very good at writing diaries when it came to like decent things. Okay, I can't really reveal half the stuff that I've written in this. Okay, got home and saw that I had a missed call from Thomas. Decided to go to Nan's where he was. So my brother was at Nan's, and I decided to go. That's all I can tell you for now. We met up with Mum and Leonardo at the Devon. My barman friend was in, always a good sign. I decided to go and help Leonardo with the drink, hoping to get served by him. We didn't. But as we were waiting for our drink, he walked past, stopped and came. Hey, yeah, right, yeah, thank you. So I also apparently made friends with a barman at that point. I also did this thing where, I'm not going to obviously think, but I wrote letters to the people that I liked. So this one was like a 9, I remember this. This was like a 9-page, what's it? Or was this the short one? No, this was just the 3 one. In the next one that I think, or it might have been the one before, I wrote like a 9-page letter to Beep. But yeah, so this is a quote that I wrote from Looking for Alaska, which if people were rain, I was a drizzle, as she was a hurricane. and I didn't know where there is, but I know it's somewhere, and I hope it's beautiful. And I just thought they were really cute. Clearly stood out to me. I still think they're cute now. Thursday, 10th of April 2014. Dear Diary, tomorrow is Friday, which means that I go to Basingstoke tomorrow, which I am super excited about. Cannot wait to see Phoebe again and meet her family. Yikes. I was really nervous about meeting the family. I have to scan all these learner review sheets onto my laptop and then upload them onto ICQ. I really feel for Chloe. Chloe, I did feel for you for a while. And if I end up working with her, then I'm going to have to do this regularly. Sigh. Not long until we move buildings. We will move in buildings next month. I can't wait for this weekend. I wonder where Phoebe's going to take me when we go to London. Maybe Covent Garden, Notting Hill, all the possibilities. I'm going to try my first macaroon there. Exciting, haha. I have finally finished looking for Alaska. Now I can move on to Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I love this lighting. That's it, that's all I've written for that day. Then this is where it gets a little bit weird. This is like a mahoosive diary. It's purple, it's floral. I went for a floral vibe for some of my diaries for some reason. And I didn't have anything. I liked the whole like being able to close it with something, so I got some ribbon. And I just, yeah, I'll wear it like that for now. Okay, so the first thing on here are bills that I had to pay. And I also have a tube map from the London Underground. You're about to go off, but I'm going to read you the description to diary number 4. So this diary belongs to Brogan Louise Nugent, still pathetically crushing and fantasizing about boys, including a certain British actor. Oh look, it's a picture of my first car! Oh, Fiona! I don't like how big these lines were, you can't see, but oh, they were horrible. It was so big. Okay, so let's see what happens. Tuesday, 6th of May 2014. Must have been a May bank holiday from this sounds like. So dear diary, Sunday was interesting. Went and picked up Kirsty from home, and then Mum dropped us off at the Devon. We stayed there for 4 hours, and then Kirsty convinced me to go to town. I probably shouldn't have, but I invited Philip along too. Philip is not actually his name, it's a nickname, so I can say it that way. Bleep. Eventually we all met up, but as Kirsty and me were waiting for Philip, an Australian came over and talked to us for a few minutes. He was sweet, from Melbourne, and he asked us if you could see the hole in his chinos. Philip made us laugh, he kissed both of us on the cheek and then left. First place we went was Weatherspoons. We shared 2 pictures of sex on the beach between the 3 of us. I had 2.5 and 3 glasses. And then we went downstairs to the bar area, dance floor area. Sorry. I noticed that people were looking my way and talking about me, which made me feel really anxious and really paranoid. So I told Kirsty that I'd meet her back here, that I needed the loo, and I left. After calming myself down, I went to the dance floor / bar, and I couldn't find Kirsty or Philip. I started panicking and calling them both, and under 10 minutes later I finally found Philip and then Kirsty. Basically I get really anxious because obviously I'm short for my age. Whenever I seem to go out with friends or anybody just seem to go out on a night out in general, I noticed that there are a lot of people that are kind of looking my way, kind of like, is she old enough to be here? And it kind of makes me feel really, really, really anxious and really paranoid. So sometimes I do just tend to walk away and just kind of calm myself down. But yeah, this diary wasn't very interesting, so I apologise that there was nothing really interesting in that one. So let's move on to the next. Diary number 5 was my orange one, which I actually was obsessed with. I feel like this was like, I don't know, let's see what I put in the description of this one. So diary number 5, this diary belongs to Brogan Louise Nugent. Hopelessly in love with someone who's forbidden. Anne is infatuated by a boy on my TV screen. Why am I so cringy? Dear diary, number of magazines bought because either Adam's face was in the magazine or the Passing Bells has a page in. 4. I was that obsessed with Adam Long that every time that anyone everyone used to tweet me saying, oh my god Brogan, you need to buy this magazine, it has a picture of Adam's face in it. And I'd literally get up and go get it. Like, I'm that bad. And I am not ashamed. And a new diary, a new start and all that jazz. But yes diary, I'm still fantasizing about Beep. That hasn't changed in a day. But hey, I'll try not to be as pathetic as diary number 4. Probably impossible. Yeah, and then I started doing random drabbles again. It's what I used to call them, drabbles. If you don't know what they are, then you ain't a proper fanfic person. Right, let's see what we've got, shall we? Tuesday, 4th of November 2014. Dear Diary, this is literally 1 week before my braces were coming off. How exciting. Second day of no internet at work, aka doing F all. Thumbs up emoji inserted here. Literally what I wrote. Literally. Fuck's sake, the four of us went upstairs to the kitchen like we usually do, and when I come down... Okay, I can't write that. I can't speak that one. Probably get me in trouble. Wednesday, 5th of November 2014. I just read this briefly. Take note of this and maybe it might help you one day. Dear Diary, when you've mentally told yourself that nobody and nothing is going to get you down, it actually turns out that way. Today had been fine so far, and then I've put in brackets, it's 1:42 PM and I'm scared that I may have just jinxed it. I'm writing a lot more blog posts and I quite like doing it, Diary. So I do actually have a website, what I call a blog. It is in the description if you do want to read that. I do need to become more active on there. So if there's anything you want me to see writing on there, I will do some reviews and things like that again. That's what I used to do all the time. Then please leave a comment below and I will actually think about it. Friday, 7th of November 2014. Dear Diary, Phoebe's in my house. I am so excited for this weekend. We've not done much, just relax. Phoebe has an obsession with the Etsy app and stationery. Oh dear. Now trying to find myself a laptop. Fun. Can you believe that in 2014 I actually didn't have a laptop? My brother broke it. Or did I break it that time? My brother had an act for like breaking things by just punching the screen. But yeah. Tomorrow, so... Monday, 10th of November 2014. Dear Diary, number of deep conversations with Phoebe? 2. What is up with me? I guess I know that she won't judge me and she doesn't mind. Yesterday was fun. The party was very good. We had a Christmas party for my niece. Not gonna lie, had a few moments with Beep. He was bloody singing in a mic at one point. Then we moved to the pool room. He put chalk on my bloody nose, so then I would play fighting with him for most of the night, trying to get him back. There's a point where Beep, someone else, just a different female Beep. So Beep, I'm on a slant, I've just realised. Oh well. Where Beep like pushed him back and I leaned over him, admitted to Beeps again that I'm in love with him. What the F is wrong with me? I fall for the ones that reject me and get surprised when boys give me attention. But maybe I'm right. Maybe Beep actually might be my first love and not Beep. There's a lot of beeps in there. Basically, we had deep conversations. That's it. That's all that really happened. Nothing really happened for a while in my diaries. I kind of just did like day-to-day things. So this is diary number 6, I want to say. Now that is a floral AF diary. So let's see. I couldn't write anything in this. It literally just carries on. I love how I wrote every single day just so I could do a countdown on how many days it was until One Direction's Made in the AM came out. Oh my god, yeah, let's see the One Direction post. Did I do that? Saturday 24th of October 2000. This is when it got really bad and I just stopped writing in my diary. So the one before was the 30th of September and then I next wrote on the 24th of October because I just didn't have inspiration to write in my diary anymore, and I felt like this is when I was going through a lot in my head, and I felt like writing in a diary, if you didn't write it in my diary, it didn't happen. So like the thoughts that I was having, it didn't happen because I didn't write it down in my personal little book for myself, and I did that a lot. And in this book that's coming next, I did that a lot. I barely finished it. I think I just got halfway, which usually I can finish a book in less than a year, one of these. So I started it here and I started being really lazy on purpose because a lot was going on in my head and I couldn't really figure it out, and because I couldn't figure it out I didn't want to write it down in case I looked back and be like, wow, I was pretty insane. So I just stopped for a month and then I just kept doing it. Yeah, like this look. I have all these that are empty because I just stopped because I just didn't like what was going on in my head. So, Saturday 24th of October 2015. Dear Diary, why is it taking me so long to update you? One Direction was fucking amazing. We were pretty much right at the front. Was hard to see sometimes. Woe is me. But overall, me and Daisy loved it. And then last weekend I was in Spain. Unexpected, right? Mum booked it for the two of us. We had so much fun, albeit it rained most of the 3 days, but it was just nice to get away from reality for a while. This one was the hardest to film, and then I think it got even harder in 2016, and I just think a lot just happened, and I just gave up. So diary, oh wait, this is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, oh this is number 7, okay. The Diary of Brogan Louise Nugent, the year where she gets herself together, makes important decisions regarding boys, her future and jobs. 2016 is her year. I'd like to point out, I say that every single year is my year. So this is, again, I started skipping a lot. So Wednesday 10th of February, then there's Friday the 19th of February, then after that is Sunday the 28th of February. This is what I mean, we started skipping a lot because I just didn't like updating. I'm gonna see what the heck is this? What is all this? What year are we on? We're in May. What happened in May that I had a freaking envelope for? God. Right, so I have a lot of like things that when I didn't update, I just wrote things on post-it notes and then put them in my file of facts, and then when I had like the courage to kind of I had the courage to write my diary again, I just sort of stick them in. So this is May, and we're really not that into it as much as I probably would have been. I don't know what this is. This is some sort of letter that I probably don't want to read on thingies. I saw my work logo, so it's probably nothing to do with this. I wrote something that says, on the 6th of May I wrote, my heart and soul goes out to you, but not in the way that it used to. We're not anything except strangers now, but my heart and soul goes out to you, and I pray that you're okay. So clearly, I was going through a lot in my head at that time. And then I had like just little scribbles. Okay, Wednesday 11th of May 2016. Dear Diary, so Louis Tomlinson plus Niall Horan in Manchester for a charity football match, and you don't think I'm going to try and get pictures? Ha, I need to meet Niall, he's my future husband. Nothing to really comment with regards to my date. That was it. So the next lot of posts are going to be like basically something that I had just uploaded about last month, saying that it's done with, but I wrote about it a lot and it's time to let you know the kind of stuff that I wrote about it. Wednesday 19th of October 2016. Dear Diary, is it weird that I have a crush on my gym instructor? And which gym instructor am I talking about? Beep. You really think I'm going to say? The newest member of Ivorage. Bit iffy that his name's the same. Can't write that bit. I feel like I found him interesting for a while, but in kettlebells yesterday I kept laughing at my dad. Don't know why. He just makes me laugh. Beep caught me and laughed along too. And then after the class I was putting away my mat, and Beep actually put away my kettlebells for me. I thanked him, of course. He also put someone else's though. Still thought it was sweet of him. And yeah, a new crush. How weird. I think it's weird because I haven't liked anyone since the previous Beep. So it's just kind of like, it's just weird when I like someone, I guess. I don't know. That brings me to my 2017 diary. I will read you some because I am nice. I also don't stick anything anymore because I have a little pocket at the front. How useful! I know. I haven't written anything here yet. I usually do a summary at the end of the diary of kind of what it was about, so that's why there's not like a this diary is about this. So I'm just gonna like, this is what I wrote on the Thursday 5th of January 2017. That's it now, diary. I am not letting another crush crash and burn because I was too much of a wuss to do anything about it. This is my year. Time to grow some balls. That's literally it. I did do that. I grew some balls. I did what I said I wanted to do. And okay, it didn't go well, but I still had the balls to do it, and that is what I'm more excited, well, more happy about. I read something about being excited. Monday, 3rd of April 2017, and I'd written it, new start. Dear Diary, today has been filled with hangovers and anxiety. Was expecting to see you know who, but I didn't, so that's okay. Drank way too much last night, oh my goodness. Can't remember going to bed, but hey ho. Also, Mum made me download Tinder, and I'm speaking. And I'm speaking to a fair few boys at the moment, having it for a week and seeing what I think. Also, I think I'm going to stop drinking for a while. Don't think it's really for me. And then on Tuesday the 14th, Tuesday the 4th of April, I've just written, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. That was my motivation to go to the gym. Because I really didn't want to go because I was having major anxiety. Like, I'm not even joking, I was so anxious. I can't say half this stuff because it's like really recent. Okay, listen to this. Thursday, 13th of April 2017. Dear Diary, I didn't really have anything to say yesterday. Work was bearable, gym was torture, Charlotte is evil. My gym instructor Charlotte, she gets worse and worse every single day. And so yeah, I've written a new song and these are the song lyrics. I will actually focus them for you. You can't really see them, but this is how I write my little song lyrics. But yeah, that is something that's happening and I haven't really written anything. Basically, I write in this very often that it's, what are we on now? It's April and I've nearly finished. Like, look how much I've written. I've realised that it's okay to write your thoughts in a book. This is basically what this, showing you this diary is proving. I've realised that, yep, the 7, 8 diaries in front of me have had a lot of ups and downs. But you can overcome everything. So if you guys are thinking about maybe starting a diary, but every time you've done it before you haven't exactly stuck to it, maybe just try writing down a thought a day. It really does help, and when you go back and look at it, like there was one that said that I had no self-confidence and that I didn't like myself and that I can't take compliments. I am such a different person now. I am more confident. I can accept compliments. I don't like them, I can accept them. I mean, I will sometimes just go, oh thanks, you know, like really awkward, like, oh thank you, saying that I look nice, thanks. I'm just not used to them yet. But yeah, I have overcome a lot of fears, a lot of thoughts, a lot of emotions, a lot of heartache in these diaries. These diaries are basically my life. So if you are thinking about having a diary, and if you have watched my iPad diary and thought, oh my god, I would love to just write something every day, it really does help. It's very therapeutic. But that was my reacting to my diaries video. I'm sorry that it was all so jumpy. My battery keeps dying and it's about to die now, so I'm going to end it now. So thank you so much for watching and I'll be back next week. Bye!